All right, well, as the stadium begins announcing the starting lineups for both teams, we already did, so I'll tell you a little bit about the personnel change for the Polar Bears. I'm not exactly familiar with the student princes. Like I said, Ray Scepter, second leading scorer for Heidelberg, not starting for this for the visiting team.
Starting lineups for both teams, we already did.
Less,
so tell you a little bit
on the other side, a little bit of a personnel change at attack. So usually we're used to seeing, the usual 3 freshmen out there after some injuries and loss. But now we have sophomore Cooper Mulligan joining the attack squad down low through the past few practices. Got a chance to talk to a few of my roommates about it, and he's really shown up at attack. So giving him some more trials here. They did last game, and they're going to continue to do so this game. Getting started at the midfield. I'm trying to So the other, like I said, ONU is 3-0 in the conference so far, looking to go 4-0 today. Their 3 wins have been against Capital, which was 11-4. They've won against Otterbein at Otterbein, 21-6, and they've also won at Muskegum 16-5. So they're back home. Next game, they're away at Marietta. That's on the 3rd, and then they host Transylvania, which is a placement game. As John Carroll left the conference, need to fill that spot, get that game on the schedule. So not done without a conference play yet, but we're close. So Devin Halliday on the faceoff, wins it forward. We'll see if the Polar Bears can't get a quick one. Cooper Mulligan trying to get his first goal down at attack there for the game. Not there, but possession shot goes to Switter. Switter will bring it in, give it up to Mintzloff. Up to Flynn. Mintzloff pulling it out, letting the offense set. Back to Flynn, he's going to do the same, and Jack Cheney looking at the dodge down the alley. Rolls up top. Passes it back to Flynn. A bouncer just goes high and way back. Switter's there again. Taking the dodge down low, 2-man game. Mulligan sets the pick. Pass up to Mintzloff. Mintzloff takes it, stick side high. Save for Runette. Heidelberg on the clear now. Survives the first attack from the Polar Bears. Starting to really get in an offensive groove here. Whipped pass straight to the 50. Right into 2 Polar Bears. Great pass, even better catch from Ray Scepter. So, didn't start, but definitely got off the bench quickly. Now he's going to be an integral part of this offense. Prince is holding it on the side. Colin Parker running away from Ian Phillips. Phillips not wanting anything to do with that, just slapping at X, but Prince's get it around. Mintzloff marrying up with his man and gets an interception. Pass from Scepter, maybe 2 feet away. He's going to storm down. Cooper Mulligan, stick side high, save Brunette, or Runette. So 2 great saves to keep this game 0-0 from the Student Prince goalkeeper. A lob way up is going to have it go straight to Peyton Litch. Brady Vetty now taking it around. Vetty trying to run it himself. Ben Misa looked for the pass, came back to stay on side, and it'll eventually go to Hudson Welsh. Polar Bears spinning it around again. J.D. Hale with the ball now. Gives it back to Welsh. Fun fact about J.D. Hale. They rely on him largely. His role is a wing shooter. Shoots very hard on the wing. He actually has 0 assists on the season. Landon Laney dodges. Just past the bottom left. Brunette's having none of that. Gives him a stare down. Yeah, J.D. Hale, 14 points this season. All of them goals. My roommates were kind of joking about if he gets an assist this season, he wasn't doing his job. And here he is. Tries to get the first one of the game from the wing, like I said. Just passed, and Switter picks it up. Mulligan down low. Back up to Hale. Hale on a dodge. Pulls it. Just past the bottom left. Brunette really keeping Heidelberg in this one so far. 3 minutes in. Score is still 0-0. Switter looks for a dodge. Tries to feed it to Laney up top. And MJ Yarosh with the interception. Heidelberg on the clear again. 1, 2, 3 Polar Bears jump for it. None of them get them. So Colin Parker is going to take it all the way up. Get it around. The Princes are going to try to settle it. Rudy DeFilippis, known as an aggressive defenseman, getting all the way outside the box, trying to put that pressure on Kyvan Jones. But now Phillips and Parker at X. Up top, Hudson Welsh guarding Ray Scepter. Risky pass to X. A shot and a goal from Malachi Davis on the wing. Low angle shot, but it works. Beats Peyton Litch up high. Heidelberg takes the first score of the game, 1-0 Student Princes. So Kyvan Jones is going to get the assist on that one as well. Halliday back out to the faceoff for the Polar Bears. Brandon Musa for Heidelberg. Halliday gets it out towards Freck. Freck chopping at it, picks it up, gets it back to his goalie Litch. Considers DeFilippis, goes for Bergeron instead. Gets it up and out. Here comes Eli Ferguson screaming down the alley. Passes it low instead. Offense going to get set up here, at least going to try. Switter drops the ball. Ball goes back to Yarosh. Heidelberg up and out again. It'll be Jaden Slaughter carrying it up the field. Tries to get through 3 Polar Bears, just can't. So Aiden Sexton's going to pick it up at the midfield and carry it down. Davis Rice up top. Carrying it all the way to the wing. Ben Gridley at X. And except for Switter, this is a whole new 5 personnel for Coach Saint and the Polar Bears. So Ferguson's going to take the dodge. Puts it down low for Switter. Sexton tries to get the pass. Hudson Welsh is going to save it at the 30. Polar Bears retain possession for now. Ben Gridley at X. Takes the solo dodge. No pick for him. Pass goes high as it was poked. Hudson Welsh saves it at the 30. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Ferguson down the alley again. Looks to pull it. No. Benny G to Aiden Sexton, and it won't work. But Switter's left open in the middle. Ferguson almost got himself an assist. Rice is going to see if he can try to shoot. Not there. Finds Ben Gridley on the side, and that'll be the first goal for the Polar Bears. The freshman attackman from Michigan evens it up 1-1 with 9 minutes left in the first. So they're going to give Davis Rice the assist there. A great pass just right behind the goal. Barely avoided the net, but Ben Gridley No contact on the wing, takes advantage and gets a dunk on Runette. Halliday wins it forward again, fakes, gives it to Ben Gridley. Gridley drops it. Shot doesn't actually go anywhere. Freck runs it out. Ball's going to stay with the Polar Bears. Heidelberg just flicked it out there. So Keaton Davis getting the pass down, and it'll roll away to Jacob Verbanek. Now to Owen Ranley, and sure enough, a whole new line of personnel for the Polar Bears. Keaton Davis looks inside, finds Connor Donahue. Donahue rolls away, gives it back out to Owen Ranley. A dodge opportunity again for Keaton Davis. Davis elects the top, thought about pulling it, doesn't. Ranley takes it down, gets it to X. Gridley solo dodge again. No feeds, goes up top, ends up with Connor Thomas. Thomas up top. Going to give it to Davis one more time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Contested heavily on the alley. At X now, going to re-dodge. Up to Thomas. Now to Ranley. 10 seconds left. A roll. Lefty shot and a beautiful stick side high goal for Owen Ranley. Great offhand shot. Came down the alley with his right hand, rolled back to his left. Gave himself some confidence. Now the Polar Bears up 2-1 in the first quarter. It's Halliday and Musa again on the X. Ball stuck in the two sticks. Both brought it up, and well, you don't see it every day, but you see it often, way too often. They're going to have to redo the face-off. Their sticks, the strings got tied up, and they couldn't pull them apart. Halliday had to get in there and do it himself. So they're going to redo. You don't see it redo all too often, but sticks are getting stuck together a lot more nowadays for some reason. Bodie Schutte picking up the ground ball, looking to fire, doesn't. Gives it to Verbanek, and Verbanek looks for Gridley on the other side, not there. Since it's a pass, it'll go the other way. Heidelberg on the clear again. Verbanek looking to defend. Gridley does too. Donahue trying to get one last slap in, but Heidelberg pushes through it. Parker unable to keep the ball. Harassing him is Ruben Akiri. Does just enough to get that ball out, and now it's a solo mission for Ben Misa. Through three student princes, gets away, pulls the slash call. Ball goes down, he gets pushed out of bounds. Little late. But either way, Ben Misa, what a tank. Going through three, meeting two more. Slashed, pushed, everything. So Northern's going to go on the man up. It's the first man up opportunity of the day for either team. J.D. Hale on the wing, no surprise. Cheney trying to pull that defender out. Eli Ferguson almost loses it, almost gives it to Yarosh. Not there yet. Sexton trying to roll up on the crease, nothing there. Ferguson down back low. A little bit of a bobble. No worries, though. Still keeping control on that other side. Kremser. Back to Hale. Cheney straight to Ferguson and a great doorstop save from Burnett. Ball stays here. Sexton chases it out, but mid to low shot from Eli Ferguson. Stuffed. Polar Bears trying again, trying to get it quickly. Ball's going so fast, I can't even say the names. Sexton pulls his defender. Finds Zachary Kremser on the crease, and Kremser gets the third goal of the night for the Polar Bears. All right, well, I didn't say anything about it before, but I was scared this would happen. There's some inclement weather coming through Ada right about now. It was supposed to show up at about 4:30, but it looks like it came a little early. So we're going to head to an indefinite break until this game is able to resume. So 3-1, Polar Bears lead the Student Princes with 5:25 left in the first quarter. We'll be back.
All right, we're talking sports here with John Anzalone. John, Sox fans still think they lack pitching. What do you think?
You want to talk about great pitching? Check this out.
Lease a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 for $235 a month, or a new 2026 Chevy Traverse for $389 a month.
Wow, John, that is a pitch. hot takes, hot deals. You're in mid-season form.
I got a lot left in the tank, Mike.
Impressive as always. Until next time, that's John Anzalone. And remember, get Liberty for less.
Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Let's see. Let's see.
37 to 38 minutes. Okay, you gotta fix that. Okay. That was easy. 7. For the news.
right, welcome back to Dial Roberson Stadium to continue the first quarter of this matchup in the OAC, Student Princes versus the home Polar Bears. A little bit of a recap from the first 10 minutes of the first quarter. 3-1, like I said, we had a goal right before we did a lightning delay. Zach Kremser dunked on the crease, assist from Jack Cheney, add another point to his tally. Prior to that, though, we had Owen Ranley take it for himself down the alley. Beautiful switch hands, beat the goalie stick side high. And then the first goal for the Polar Bears, Ben Gridley on the doorstep, assist from Davis Rice. So 2 out of 3 goals assisted. Got a lot of teamwork going on here. Players just getting some passing and catching in before heading back out there. A little quick warm-up. Now we've got to say, we expected the worst of this to come at 4:30. It's currently 3:53, so I'm not sure how long we'll actually be back for. But since the game's resuming right now, we've got time right now. So really excited to get back into this one. All right, back from the break. Devin Halliday on the face-off X alongside Ryan Freck and Mark Mintzloff. The usual suspects out all over the field for Coach Saint. The starters, actually. So without further ado, our first face-off in 30 minutes. Got to be a violation by Halliday. So it's going to go to Brandon Musa. He's going to get swarmed at the 50. He decided to run to the side instead of forward. He's going to get hawked down. And now it's just a scramble to get the ball out. And they're going to say it went off of Heidelberg last. So Northern gets the ball. Mintzloff's trying to get the call. Gets the whistle. Just a little too late. Wasn't able to take advantage of it. He's going to go down the 40 and get it down to Jack Switter. Sweater down to X. Sexton to Mulligan. Cross Cheney, Flynn, and now Mintzloff with a dodge on the right alley. Nothing there, rolls back. Finds Flynn. Flynn across the field. Cheney now with a dodge. Gets stopped, rolls back. Puts the moves on, gives it to Sexton. Sexton doesn't pull it. Elects to get it to the other side, out to Mintzloff. Almost intercepted by Yarosh. Now a dodge from Cheney. Onto the doorstep to Aiden Sexton. And Jack Cheney with another great assist. Sexton buries it on the doorstep. 4-1. Polar Bears up by 3. Back to the face-off. It's going to be Oliver Matney, Brandon Musa. Matney cheats, and Heidelberg gets the ball back. Almost the same mistake made. Heidelberg getting swarmed at the 45, so far out. Luke Farrow trying to give him the business. Phillips tried to help out a little bit. Cross-field pass all the way to Kyvan Jones. Almost an opportunity if DeFilippis wasn't there. He's pulling that shot. Parker pulls it out to the 40. Dodges on Phillips. Phillips up high, usually in close. Pass goes astray, intended for Malachi Davis and just out of bounds. Bergeron quickly picks it up. Runs it up the field. Tries to get around Parker. Tic-tac-toe. Passes down the field. And Hudson Welsh across the midline. McNamee gets it across to Switter, now to Sexton. Mulligan. Up top to Hale. Laney and Welsh round out the 6. And we got 2 minutes and 23 seconds in before the second lightning delay makes its way into the game. So we're going to take yet another indefinite pause. 4-1. Polar Bears lead by 3. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back when the delay is over.
2 lightning delays so far. Oh, it's 10. Oh, yeah, you get a couple serves. Oh, put that in.
Whoa! That's some serious power. Battery-powered outdoor tools from Ego, DeWalt, and Milwaukee. They'll blow you away. Find your local hardware store at hardwarestore.com.
All right, welcome back a second time. We are finished with our second lightning delay, and hopefully that will be it for the rest of the game. I'm looking at AccuWeather right now, and what it says is that in about 10 minutes there is nothing over top of us. So still a little bit of a sprinkle here at Dow Roberson Stadium, but not enough to keep the game paused. So 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter. ONU leads 4-1 against Heidelberg. We had about 2 minutes and 30 seconds of gameplay between delays, and in that time, we had a goal with Aiden Sexton and another assist for Jack Cheney. So close shot there by Nathan Flynn. Hits the pipe, goes all the way across the field. And a great save by Dylan. No, sorry. Dylan's injured, I know that. Ian Phillips, my bad. Ian Phillips, great save. Gets the ball back to the offensive end. Flynn now, dodging down the alley. Changes hands. Chooses not to shoot, but on the other side, Mark Mintzloff, hard off the leg of Renette. He felt that one. Ricochet went all the way out, and Flynn is able to run it out. So Northern retains possession. Since it hit the goalie, fresh 60 on the shot clock. Mintzloff over to Flynn. Flynn down low to Switter. Switter now, solo dodge from X. Beats his defender. Looks for a feed, nothing there. Flynn across to Mintzloff, and a shot for Jack Cheney. Off stick high, top right corner. Undoubtable from the team's points leader right there. And of course, that was a wing shot right there. So pass came from up top. None other than number 33, Mark Mintzloff, getting that assist. So back to Halliday and Musa on the faceoff, and Halliday wins another one for the Polar Bears. Mulligan trying to look for a feed. Goes around instead. So 1 minute left in the first. Vetti drops it. Sexton saves it. Sexton up to J.D. Hale. Hale dodging all the way in. A bouncer just goes past the top left corner. Mulligan chases it out. Game clock ran about 10 seconds through that pause. So shot clock's at 40. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Bears should be careful with this possession. Welsh trying to make something happen on GLE. Goes across the way. Hale gets it across. Welsh dunks it just past the hip of Brunette. ONU scores their 6th goal of the game, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So Northern 6, Heidelberg 1, and we are going into the second quarter without another disruption, knock on wood. We were informed that because of the delays, we want to keep this game going, so it will be running clock for the remainder of today's game. So if the game seems a little bit faster, it certainly is. You're not imagining things. So we will get right into the second quarter here. We are not going to have a break at the quarter. And he's going to take the field immediately. Coach Saint electing for the starters to come out. The only difference, number 52, Gabe McNamee at the faceoff X. Everybody else still the same. McNamee wins it forward, gives it to Minsloff. Minsloff dodging down the alley. Quick feed to Switter. Switter inside to Mulligan, and he can't put it away. Just over the crossbar. Sexton runs it out, so they retain possession. 70 on the shot clock. More than enough time to do whatever you want. Going to set it up in a close set look here. Minsloff down the alley. Feeds it to Switter on the other side. Switter wraps around, takes it just over the crossbar again. And that ball is donated to the pond. Minsloff takes it in from X. Quick wraparound just off the leg of Brunette. Maybe the foot. Still ricochets out. Refs recognize it as well. So a fresh 60. Really putting the pressure on right now for Heidelberg. Important defensive stint here. Cheney up top. Dodges down the alley. Gets his hand free and off the shoulder of Brunette. Number 30 is absolutely keeping the Student Princes in this. Another great save by Ian Phillips. Keeps the ball on the offensive end for the Polar Bears. That's Ian's 2nd of the night. Ball rolling over, and he makes his attackman miss. Cheney making the defender miss, and Nathan Flynn stick side high. Sexton almost gets an interception from the goalie. It bounces back into the goalie's stick, and he's able to get it out. What is going on? Great run from Jaden Slaughter. He's going to take it down the alley. Threatens the offense, or defense, rather. Flynn does a good job of protecting it. It tips off a Northern stick, so it's going to stay here. It was originally a pass, but we tipped it, so it'll stay Heidelberg ball. Heidelberg down by 5, trying to make something happen here. Playing around .X on the wing as well. Just trying to get it up and set an offense up here. Colin Parker's going to take it to the 45-yard line to do so. He's going to take a long dodge on Ian Phillips. Dusts him, but Farrow picks him up. Farrow is making sure that he can't get a pass off. Colin Parker asking for a slash, but it was all stick all the way through. So Jaden Slaughter's going to do the same thing. No, sorry. Mario Manzardo is going to do the same thing near the box, and he's going to very intentionally slash the midfielder's elbow. So that will be a very obvious flag as the ball goes out of bounds. So Ohio Northern on the man-up opportunity. It seems like their offensive strategy is to get Phillips up top near the 40-yard line and try to make the Polar Bears slide. Can't say it's ineffective. But regardless, Northern's defense is pretty tightly woven, so it's going to be hard to get past that. Northern on the wing is Hale. Cheney over to Mulligan. The three, just passing it up top, trying to spread this defense out, make them make a mistake. Cheney to Hale, and Hale almost buries it just past the left bar, and Sexton runs it out. Unbury it from the grass. Sexton running it in. Heidelberg almost even, and now they are.
Shit. Was it mine?
Okay, we are sorry about the technical difficulties. I think we are live now. Pretty sure. So the score bug, still not displaying the scores. We apologize for the missed time. Just there you saw a goal by Jack Chaney. And then previously, so before that, Jack Chaney also scored, was assisted by Zach Kremser. And then previous one to that was Aiden Sexton goal, assisted by Bodie Schutte. So an LSM coming down, giving an assist to an attackman. Always love to see that, and I believe we saw Ben Gridley score. So we're all caught up now. I apologize for the confusion and the delay, but should be okay. Offense still spinning it around. It's going to be Hale with a dodge from the 30. Down the alley, finds nothing. Looked for Gridley, not there. Overload right side, just passed too high, and Mulligan can't pull it down. Heidelberg will get the ball at the 50, namely Colin Parker picking it up. Going to get a little bit of harassment from Ruben Akiri. And the harassment from Akiri is going to get Colin Parker to drop the ball. So coming back the other way are the Polar Bears. Pittman gets it at the 50, tries to work through Jonathan Marty, and he will. Gets it across the top. Pass to Verbanek. Gridley now at X. Brian's going to get a dodge down the alley. Looks for a feed. Nothing there. Little high, but Verbanek pulls it down. Ferguson on the dodge. Gives it to Rice. Rice now trying to make something work. Nothing there. Ferguson tries to dodge to the middle. Ferguson just off the hip of Runette. Great shot from Eli Ferguson. So it appears on the screen that you might not see the full score because of our broadcast mishap. The score is currently 14-1. So Polar Bears lead by 13 points. Akiri gets the ball, brings it across, looking for the re-up. Verbanek's not looking at him, so it'll go to X through Winkleman. Up top eventually to Davis. Connor Thomas trying to bring it across. It'll go around. It's going to end back up with Keaton Davis. Davis with a top dodge. Nothing. Finds Connor Thomas, and Thomas just unable to bring it in. So Heidelberg with a successful defensive stint. Dante Kaufman trying to take it all the way down for himself. Great save by Peyton Litch. A whistle. It looks like a timeout called maybe. We receive more notice that the clock will no longer be running. So we'll slow down the pace of play a little bit. The sunshine came out a little bit, so official is less weary of the weather. We're fortunate to have most of it go south of us, moving to the east. So after the timeout, coming back out, Polar Bears will be on defense. Great save down low by Litch. Collapsed on the ball and took what was a semi-open shot and made it into nothing. So Akiri still harassing Colin Parker. Gonna find a man inside. Bodie Schutte. His man cut in. He wasn't looking, and I believe that was Ray Scepter on the goal. So Ray Scepter gets the second goal for the Student Princes. Still down by 12. A lot of work to do, but never too late. Halliday and Musa face off again. Halliday thought he had it. Thought he brought it up, and the stick was just intertwined, so nothing there. It's going to be a really long pass from Runette. Very risky. Goes nowhere. Ends up in the stick of Litch, actually. So Litch is just going to air it out and get it from Mintzloff out to Baum. Baum looks for a running Ryan Freck, and Freck unable to pull it in right in front of the cage. So we do know that 31 likes to take those shots. He could have there. And those are dangerous. Never want to pull shooting that close if you're a defenseman. Freck Mark now playing keep away with about 4 Student Prince defenders. He'll shovel it out to Vetti. Vetti will bail him out. So does Mintzloff. Mintzloff gets it down to Baum. Baum looking for the shot. He'll take it. Up top and a save for Runette. Runette aired it out on a clear. But with the stoppage in play, I don't think it's a timeout. So I think Heidelberg might be a man down. Looks like that man-up unit is coming out. So officials trying to decide what the offense is here. Didn't catch the hand signal well. Might have been something like a ward or a cross check. I'm not sure. He raised his arm. It'll be unnecessary roughness, actually. Close enough. Either way, Polar Bears go man up. And again, that man up just swinging the rock across the top, trying to really wear out this Heidelberg defense. They're going to do so. You can see the Student Prince is starting to space out. Hale almost takes advantage of it, just didn't have enough room. Still doing the same thing. They're going to feed it on the doorstep to Ferguson. Ferguson now, just off the pipe. Sexton saves. Mulligan to Cheney. Hale thought about it. Cheney's not close enough. Mulligan is, and he's going to fire. Stick side high. Save for Runette. Jaden Slaughter trying to run it just like he did the other time. That's how he got what I believe was an assist earlier. It was not. But he did run it down very aggressively earlier in the game. Maybe it was the hockey assist I'm thinking about. Either way, Colin Parker just getting harassed outside. Doesn't matter where he is on the field. The defender is going to be on his hands. This time it was Brady Vetti, the short stick D-Mitty. Noah Como defending Malachi Davis. And it looks like a new squad has officially entered the game for defense. So got Vetti defending Davis right now. Ben Misa in the mix. Noah Como will actually get the ground ball here, roll away, and give it back to Litch. We've also got Ridge Trimble on the field alongside Bodie Schutte. Trimble is going to get it to Laney, and Laney now across the field to Vetti. Vetti looks inside, thought about it, almost there. Creeping in was Kremser. The defender was just a little too close for his liking. Ferguson screaming down, and Hale almost snipes the top corner just above, few inches. So next now, running it out was Baum. Sexton looking for an inside feed. Kremser's still not there. Really trying to create that spacing, though. Hale thought about it. Ferguson thought about it. Laney's going to pull it out. Ferguson giving room for Hale to dodge. Gets a slip. Ferguson off the hip. And Runette just not able to get there. Beautiful placement twice from Eli Ferguson. Number 44 is having himself a day. So 15-2. Bears lead by 13, starting to take demanding control of this game. Alex Watson makes his way onto the defensive end. Matney wins the face-off. Offense will start spinning it around. Stevenson, usually seen on the defensive side of the ball, taking an offensive stint here, alongside Owen Ranley and Bryden Pittman. Stevenson finally heading off, going to make room for Davis Rice. Ranley now considering a dodge. He'll take it over the top. Pick from Rice. He slips. Rice wanted him to see that earlier, and it'll be intercepted by Jaden Slaughter. Heidelberg now on the clear. Trying to get it around. Aiden Carpenter just going to run it over. Student Prince is trying to stay onside. They're more than onside. They're going to call an over and back. A great push by Davis Rice. Gets the toe of Aiden Carpenter on to the other side. Great feed from Ranley downstairs to Connor Donahue, and Donahue tries to go low to low, hits the goalie and goes just wide. Another great save from Runette. Rice upstairs to Ranley. Pittman's going to take the dodge over the top, give it back to Ranley. Ranley down the alley, meets Baum at X. Pittman up top, Rice up top, thought about it, nothing there. Ranley down to Baum. Baum looking for another, and a dunk from Connor Donahue. Great feed from Ryan Baum, just taking it right up the crease, making the defense make a decision on who to defend, and they leave Donahue open on the crease for a dunk. It's the Polar Bears' 16th point of the game. So Matney again on the faceoff with Musa. Zach Smith gets the ground ball, tries to run it out, but immense pressure from Jordan Brook of Heidelberg gets him to let it go. So Baum will defend the 50 alongside Max Warnicki. Warnicki's going to intercept it. He's going to have a straight shot, elects to pull it out, and set up the offense with his teammates. Unselfish play. Gets it to Donahue. Tic-tac-toe to Ryan Baum, and Ryan Baum dunks it. Great team play from the Polar Bears there. Unselfish play for Max Warnicki there. It's very easy as a newcomer to maybe see your shot, take it right down the Student Prince's throat, but pulls it out. Next play, tries to get his finally, takes a shot down low, and it's saved, but Donahue picks it up and saves him. Errant pass, goes over, and it'll be over and back. DeFilippe is forced to put the ball down. So DeFilippis defending alongside what looks like Saxon Dobos, all in front of Carson Yaki. New goalie in for the Polar Bears. They sub so efficiently. Sometimes I might not see it. Welsh is going to draw a turnover foul. Trying to be a little bit too aggressive. That's all right. So Northern now. Shuddy presses. Dobos at X. DeFilippis commanding these young guys through it. Pass inside. And that's going to be assault on Ray Scepter. No, sorry. Mario Manzardo. Manzardo took it, tried to get through 3 Polar Bear defenders, and he's pushed, slashed, everything in the book. They did not want that man scoring. Ray Scepter probably wincing. He's the guy who gave him that pass. So no goal, but they will go man down. So a more familiar squad on defense. Phillips, Bergeron, Freck, Mintzlaff, and Noah Como in the middle guarding the crease. Heidelberg trying to decide what they want to do with this. Bergeron and Phillips pressing hard, and Phillips is going to press Ray Scepter out. And Ian Phillips, just great stick work out on the side. That'll be the end of the third quarter. So 17-2, Bears lead by 15 going into the fourth. We'll be back.
All right, we're talking sports here with John Anzalone. John, Sox fans still think they lack pitching. What do you think?
You want to talk about great pitching? Check this out.
Lease a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 for $235 a month, or a new 2026 Chevy Traverse for $389 a month.
Wow, John, that is a pitch. Hot takes, hot deals. You're in midseason form.
I got a lot left in the tank, Mike.
Impressive as always. Until next time, that's John Anzalone. And remember, get Liberty for less.
Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
All right, coming back from the break, as Coach Saint tries to get some of these younger guys a little bit of experience here in OAC play, going to try my best to update you on who's on the field. So, for example, Luke Winkleman at attack now for the Bears. Face-off won by Halliday. It's going to go to Baum. Baum's going to swing it to Mintzlaff. Mintzlaff taking an X dodge. Not something he typically does, but something he certainly has. And Winkleman tries to take a great bouncer. An even better save by Runette, but that is a tough one to save. Switter upstairs to Cheney. Cheney's going to give it to Welsh. Welsh now to Mintzlaff. Mintzlaff to Welsh. Across to Cheney. Cheney thought about pulling it. Going to elect for the closer shot. Wraps around the crease. Gives it to Switter. Switter up top to Welsh. Welsh gets his shot. Runette with a great save again. Runette, quite frankly, keeping the Student Princes in this contest. But more defensive pressure makes Jaden Slaughter turn the ball over. Mintzlaff's going to get a clean shot at it, but he's going to elect to pull it out. Baum up top. Welsh gives it to Cheney. Cheney down X. Wow. Sorry. Jack Switter tries to get an inside feed to Luke Winkleman, and Winkleman, they did not like him getting to the inside. They let him know. So the pass went errant. Ball's going to continue to 25. I'm going to give it back to Runette. Now Slaughter trying to carry it over. Gets run over by Switter. Switter with a great hit there, and Mintzlaff's going to take it in. What looked like almost a slash from Wyatt Lavray has no effect on the St. Louis native. He's going to bury it right in front of Brunette's feet. So a great play initiated by Switter, finished by Mintzloff. That was the Polar Bears' 18th goal of the night. Halliday and Musa have been battling out all day. Halliday wins yet again. Gets it outside to Stevenson, and Stevenson going to carry it all the way to X. They're going to give him a short stick dodge. Heidelberg can't figure out who wants to defend Stevenson. Stevenson rolls up on the crease, tries to get it to Winkleman. Doesn't work, but Jack Switter there to pick up the leftovers and put the shot in. It's another great play. Polar Bears getting used to maybe an errant pass on the first one, but somebody's going to be right there to pick that ball up off the ground and dunk it. Oliver Matney back on the X, still with Musa. Matney battling for it. Kicks it out the back, just past Zach Smith. Smith playing man. While Matney gets ball, he's going to get hit high. Sorry, Ballantyne going to play ball. Matney's going to do a great pass over the top to Winkleman, and Winkleman's going to bury it, and one for the Polar Bears. I apologize. Things just happening so fast there. Luke Winkleman. So Luke Winkleman, as I'm looking at it, I might have missed a few others, but usually when the guys celebrate hard, you got to see. Winkleman came into this game with no points to his name, so that was his first career point. Many more to come soon. Halliday gets it across. Ballantyne's going to take a shot. Another great save from Brunette. And Brunette's just going to really air it out. Yaki's going to run out of the net. Get a quick pass over the top to Alex Watson, and Watson's going to run it out. Shoody's telling Ballantyne to get over, more than onside. Gridley now helping set up the offense. Ferguson up top, now to Hale. Hale already with 2 goals and an assist this game. Maybe looking to get that hat trick before he leaves. Ferguson looking for a dodge down the alley. Fakes twice, gives it back to Hale. Hale now to Laney. Laney doing the same thing on the opposite side. Rolls back. Eventually gives it to Hale. Hale to Ferguson, and Ferguson tries to go stick side high. Nothing there. 16 on the shot clock for the Polar Bears to work with. Gridley now. Coming from down low to Laney, to Gridley. Inside. Shoved into the crease was Zach Kremser. They're going to give it to him. So Zach Kremser with a great dunk. It is. So Gridley's going to get that assist. It was a tic-tac-toe on the side. They're going to give Brunette some breath while Sean McGee takes his spot for the last 11 minutes of this game. I'll finish my thought. Kremser getting pushed in the back, just an extremely difficult shot to take, even if you're right in front of the goal. Finishes anyway. Stevenson down the alley, gets it to Gridley. Verbanek controls. Offense trying to get something going here. Verbanek at X, trying to decide what he wants to do. It's going to be Stevenson setting a seal. They're going to feed it inside to Stevenson. Can't bring it in. So he's going to hound Yarosh for the ball. So Polar Bears not able to convert on that one. But an aired out pass by McGee. Close to getting out of bounds. But it was just slow enough for Dobos to have to play it. It'll go off of his stick. Can't get the ground ball. Heidelberg's going to be able to set up in their offense. 21-2. Polar Bears lead with 10 minutes left in the fourth and in the game. Getting it across. Kaufman tries to take a dodge and a quick shot on Yaki. Not going to work. Malachi Davis chases it out. Going to get it to Kyvan Jones. And now to Dusty Bernard. Bernard down the side. Quick shot and a goal from Mario Manzardo. Low angle goal for Manzardo, but beat Yaki just off of his foot. And that'll be the third goal for the Student Princes this contest. Calling on Gabe McNamee to face Brandon Musa. Here on the face-off X. Great kick back to Bodie Schutte. Schutte taking a little bit of time. No matter, going to crash down the field. Get it outside. Schutte's going to hustle. Try to catch the Student Princes off guard. They're going to have one extra for a little bit, but a shot. Errant from McNamee. Just goes a little high, so not able to take advantage of the extra man on. Bears now holding it up top. Keaton Davis trying to make something work. Bryden Pittman gets a shot just off the crossbar. And you hate to see that. What would have been a beautiful shot if it was 1 inch lower. Bryden Pittman tries to get his first. Wrap around the crease from Ben Gridley. Saved on the doorstep by McNamee. Or McGee, sorry. McGee making a great stop there. Trying to get up and out. Just a little high for Dante Kaufman. Verbanek trying to get a quick start. Referees wanted to give the Student Princes a little bit of time. No worries. Connor Thomas up top. Working with Keaton Davis. Davis across to Thomas. Thomas getting slashed in the leg twice. Ref keeps the flag in his pocket, but a hard shot. Up top from Keaton Davis, saved by McGee. McGee, a tall task to ask a goalie to step in with 11 minutes left in the game. Doing phenomenal off the bench. Parker now getting harassed by DeFilippis. DeFilippis giving him a ton of pressure. Parker can't feed. He finally can once he steps out. So it's going to be another try from Dante Kaufman. Down the alley, just off the hip of Yaki and out. Malachi Davis will chase it. On the side with Parker. Now up top to Jones. It's going going to be a wing dodge from Ray Scepter. Going to pull it out, redodge against Connor Thomas. Tries to go over the top, changes directions. Yaki almost gets the interception, almost gets it twice. A lot of contact by the crease. And a flag's going to go down. It was a late hit and in the back on Dusty Bernard. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Something's got to happen. And another flag, likely for unnecessary roughness. Hard hit at the end of the shot clock. Trying to let the student princes know that they're trying to put this away. So it looks like it's going to be, well, will definitely be 2 flags. Okay, there we go. There are 5 men on the field. So I was right, there will be 2 men down as well. So it's going to be up to Phillips, Bergeron, Freck, and Como to defend Carson Yaki. It's going to come in on the side with Colin Parker. Offense getting it spun around. Tries to take advantage of the crease. Davis turned away. Up top with Manzato. Thinking about a shot, he's going to take it from 17 yards. Just right of the post. So I was right. Dovos will be charged with an unnecessary roughness there at the end of the play. First man coming on. It's now a one-man down situation. Freck going to pressure Ray Scepter real hard. It's going to get Scepter's shot to go way left. Kyvan Jones bringing it in. 30 on the shot clock for the Student Princes. Yaki with a great pick. Wasn't able to catch it, but stopped the offense from being able to generate. So Brady Vetti's going to get the ground ball. Get hit in the back about 4 times, and he's going to keep going. Vetti's going to need an ice bath after this. Going to go down to Ben Gridley. So with about 5.5 minutes left in the game, ONU leading by 18. Sexton on the dodge. Verbanek up to Mulligan. Mulligan, sidestep, and a great bouncing shot. And it's going to be a flag on Nick Sassoni for about the same thing. This time it'll be a slash. So he'll be in the box for a minute here. Ball's going to start down low with Verbanek. And a new man-up unit on for Coach Saint and his staff. Verbanek to Baum to Welsh. It's going to be a great shot for Winkleman. Chooses not to take it. It'll go down to Ranley on the other side. Winkleman cuts in just off the pipe, and he almost gets his second of the game and of his career. Just another shot from a guy that you want to get a goal. Just an inch inside, and it would have gone. Great defense on the 50 from Alex Watson. He'll sub off after he gets the offense the ball. So Ranley now down to Baum. Welsh is going to get an open look just over the top. Ran out by Ranley. Winkleman up top with Welsh. The man up is gone. Welsh gets a stutter step. Thought about taking it, just decided that he wasn't going to be able to. Ranley now on the wing, gets inside, drops the ball, Pittman. Pittman might have had a hockey shot just between the legs of McGee. And really, I think they're going to give it to him. I'm more curious to see if they'll give the assist to Ranley. Ranley tried to get a dodge inside, dropped the ball. Pittman poked it, and it went in. So they gave the goal to Pittman, but no assist to Ranley. So Bryden finally gets his goal after one was beautiful shot, just unable to go. A great interception by Kremser and a feed inside to Gridley. Gridley makes the Heidelberg defense pay. So Kremser with a great heads-up play. Try to just get it back to their goalie, but number 34 says no. Intercepts it quickly. Ben Gridley wide open on the crease. Great flick from Halliday. Halliday going to flick it outside to Justin Sonny. And Sonny now going to dodge across the top. Tries a lefty shot. It's going to be stick side hip for Sean McGee. The Polar Bears unable to convert that possession, but Student Princes, more namely, Yarosh getting hounded by Bodie Schutte. And Schutte now hit hard, no slash. Schutte's going to stay in the middle a little bit. See if they forget about him. He's going to head off. So Laney controls it up top, waits for all the subbing antics. Marty Watson up top with Ferguson. The trio with Laney, this midfield line. Laney, change of direction. Low to low, bouncer. Saved on the backside by Baum. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a dunk for Landon Laney to take advantage. Laney cut in on the backside. And that's a dunk on McGee. So Ryan Baum with the X dodge there. This Polar Bear team firing on all cylinders. What I like the most, though, is these guys that might not have the most experience, might not be starters, maybe have their chance to take a shot from about 15 out, but choose to get the pass inside. Choose to get a different look so that a point can get on the board. Off the face-off, a tumble from Musa. He's able to jog off the field. It's always good news. They're going to give the ball to Colin Parker here at the 40. And it's going to be Akiri defending him. Upstairs for Kaufman. Tries to get past Stevenson. A team of three says no. And Akiri back up top here with Parker. Parker gets a look to X. There'll be a feed from Davis into Bernard, but Bernard not able to capitalize. Tried to shoot before he caught. And Luke Williams, like I said, they sub so efficiently, the goalies. Luke Williams in the game for the Polar Bears. Gets a great run out and initiates this clear. Stevenson now makes a dodge at the 50. Parker doesn't make him work too hard. Warnicki on the outside. Gets up top to Ballantyne. Ballantyne to Stevenson. Stevenson, Ballantyne, and McNamee on the offensive line here on the midfield. Stevenson, great feed to Ballantyne. Going to get it to X. He's going to go upstairs to McNamee. McNamee to Stevenson. Stevenson takes the shot. Low. And Stevenson with a great shot and his signature celebration. I'm glad I was there when that celebration was created. Stevenson finally gets his shot, like I said, usually found on the defensive side of the ball. Stayed on offense a little bit longer. Finally found the shot, went low on McGee. And that'll be the 25th goal of the contest for the Polar Bears. So 51 seconds left. Score 25-3. Going to keep Matney on the draw. Shuddy racing down. Gets the back pass. It's going to be a look for Misa. Misa inside to Baum, and Baum just unable to bring it in. Flag's going to go down. And it looks like it'll be Nick Sassoni guilty again. Was trailing Shuddy. Probably gave him a little bit of business after the pass was made. Baum up to Welsh. Back to Baum. Back to Welsh. Winkleman with the opportunity to step in. Gives it to Ranley.
Jesus Christ.
Tried to get a look. Ranley now. Thought about it. Takes the step. Welsh now. 10 seconds left. Over and back. Welsh to Winkleman. Winkleman with an off-stick hip shot just wide. 3 seconds left in the contest, and the Polar Bears are going to wait it out. So Ohio Northern wins this contest 25-23. A great team effort from everybody. We'll be back with some game-ending stats.